This young lady is a fantastic moderator. She is a highly creative type. She is capable of programming and doing a lot of front end graphics. She is a Medal of Honor winner, and she's the founder and supporter of a entire movement called Crimrotica, and it's the joy of joys to go have on the air with me, Miss Crimson Clad. Crimson Clad, you are on air. Welcome to MSP Waves Radio, and in particular, the Minnow Mayor Town Hall. How are you this evening?
Oh, hi.
Yes, that was the exact welcoming statement I was expecting. And so, how are things? How are you this evening? What's on your mind, my dear?
Well, I didn't actually plan anything. I just thought, oh shit, I better jump on. And so now that I've convinced everybody that I'm sufficiently intelligent to be here and talking in this forum,
Nice.
we can pick something. I don't know. It's your night. How do you want to end off? You've gone the whole gamut of really long, interesting, in-depth philosophical interviews, and then you got me.
What are your crypto picks for right now? Where I got money, where should I put it?
Can I tell you, I am crypto stupid.
Okay.
I have holdings in only like 3 coins, but I actually bought ETH when it was $12 Canadian. So I'm feeling pretty good with my crypto choices.
You said okay. Canadian. Now those are the loonies and toonies. Is that correct?
Loons and tunes. Yes,
Yeah.
we do have those. We
Yeah.
have coins, lots of them. It's really stupid, actually.
Now, I like to refer to the Canadian money, as Canadian pesos. That is one of my great joys while traveling up in Canada.
Okay, hold on. Can I figure out who are you trying to insult here? Are you trying to insult Canadians or Mexicans or both? Because realistically, both of our countries are excellent. So this is a
I'm
failure.
just trying to trigger people when I'm traveling. That's it. That's it. And I think it succeeded a little bit there, because I could feel the hands hit your hips being like, oh no, he didn't. Aggie did not just say this is a Canadian peso. I could feel
now.
it. I could
Listen
feel
now.
the eye roll. I could feel the head bob.
I don't know. You can come for Canada, but I mean, I'm kind of like, ooh, using being a Mexican currency as an insult. That's towing the racist line, sir.
I'm not sure it's a racist line. It's just mostly the fact that it's devalued relative to U.S. dollars and Canadian dollars. And now that the Canadian dollar is no longer worth more than the U.S. dollar, and now I can sort of like head up to Canada and party, because those U.S. dollars and frankly those Steem dollars are now. Like a Steem dollar is what, like 8 Canadian dollars at this point?
Last I checked, it was 27. 27 Canadian dollars to 1 Steem dollar.
Yeah, I mean it's good if you have a lot of SBDs.
Yeah, and I actually got really lucky, and I sold some for 3 and change the other day.
You
I don't
you actually
normally
hit.
take.
You were there. I got it at a little over 2. I think I was at like 225. You actually hit the $3 mark on SBDs.
I did. I was not fast. I had a long shot open order okay, I'm crypto stupid, but one of the things that I do is I leave a long shot buy order very, very low, and I leave a long shot sell order very, very high. And what do you know?
Ka-ching! That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's smart policy. Hey, look, if you're listening and you're a minnow and you have a little bit of extra crypto and you're not feeling like you have to use it right away, that actually seems like a fantastic suggestion of holding those in some strong positions, meaning both quite inexpensive buys and quite expensive sells if you are capable of doing that.
That's it. That's all I've got.
Okay. Well, I mean, I didn't really want to spend all that much time on crypto talk. That's not really the focus of the show, but we did get one great idea out of it. I'll share that I'm pretty sure that when Smooth hit the sale that he made, he was able to go do that as well at the $3 mark. On the block, I counted it. It was somewhere around 60,000 Steem that he sold. It was probably more than that. And then off the block, it was all told, I believe it was over 600,000 US dollars worth of Steem that he was able to trade that day. And I haven't really cared about trading in cryptocurrency and like all the back end of this. My entire vision changed as of like 2 weeks ago when I finally hit being a whale. Everything, all of my efforts were like, I'm not leaving Steem. All I want to do is just own this currency. I want more presence on this platform. My minnows need more support, and I need this place to grow bigger and bigger. So I've had zero interest in moving anything off. Every now and then I've had to go cash a little bit out because I have life expenses, and I've literally not powered down a cent yet. But now that I hit my whale, I'm suddenly like, well, maybe there's other cryptos around here. And so all of my witness rewards keep going straight back into the account, and they keep getting delegated back to minnows and minnow bots, um, and that's going to keep happening. But for some of the post rewards and things like that, when I have like a little bit of cash around, or some of the other witnessing things that I do, and I can cash out of that a little bit, it's been fun to go just start exploring some of these other things. Like I used BitShares for the first time. I did. I have a Litecoin and some other coins that I haven't bothered owning before. So it's been kind of a neat experience to start poking around into that.
Yeah, look at you being a whale.
Well, I've been here a year and a half, and I've spent, um, I have a full-time job, but I actually think I spend more time at this point doing Steam-related things than I do for my full-time PhD invoking job.
Oh,
Um,
honey. Oh, honey.
what?
I'm just saying,
Well,
I hear
yeah,
you.
yeah. I mean,
Believe me, I hear you.
it wasn't always like that. Like, it took me a while I was having this discussion with my wife, and she was like, um, she was annoyed that she didn't really get to
Can I
say
say the thing? Can I
what's the
say the thing
thing.
that will set you off?
Oh, you're going to trigger me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, this is an entitlement thing. Go for it.
Oh, because it's not real money because she can't spend it.
oh, it's so
Oh!
fucking triggered. But no, it wasn't that in particular, Miss Trigger Clad. Um, no, the thing was like, she was frustrated because there wasn't really a point where we had the discussion of like, this is where we're now going, this is what we're doing, this is where I'm spending all my time, I'm taking on this second job. There wasn't quite that level of discussion. This When I started this, I spent like 8 months just kind of being an asshat on the platform and having fun with that. And it wasn't until I got re-steamed by Kalen Art that I'm like, all right, I'm going to spend a lot of time really focusing on the how powerful and how awesome this platform is. And then I did this witness thing, and then I opened this Palnet thing, and I didn't expect it. Like, I had no idea that Palnet would have 5,000 Steemians in it within like three months or something. That was this exponential astronomical growth that I didn't expect, and as a consequence of that, I've been pulled more and more into this place. And it wasn't really ever a discussion that I had with my wife. It was just like, oh, I'm doing these radio shows now. Oh, I'm doing these growth forums. Oh, I'm a witness. And there's financial rewards that come with that, and that's sort of fun and exciting. But um, it was just this weird process of all of a sudden I'm now, and it wasn't even all of a sudden, but it's like the Al Gore example where he's like talking about global warming, and it's basically the frog in the water. In this case, I'm the frog in the water. The water temperature keeps rising, and it wasn't until like I start looking around, being like, yeah, I'm doing this about 40 hours a week now, between Palnet things, between posting things, between Minnow support things, and just being an engaged reader of like curation, but also trying to follow witness channels, getting pinged by my buddy Acid Yo in steemit chat and the witness chats, like organizing different things. It's just now it takes an enormous amount of time, and I now spend more time doing this, and I shouldn't complain to you because of all the people in the pond. I get it, you're the queen of engagement here, but I don't know, I'm feeling it too. That's all I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah. No, no, I'm not arguing. I'm just saying, oh, amen. I hear you. Like the vocal equivalent of the raised hand emojis. Oh hell yeah. But I have to admit, I'm trying to get better because I mean, I'm always curating while I'm talking, while I'm on the radio, when I'm doing all this other stuff. But I realize like we've had the discussion about bid bots. I mean, I've been on a couple shows talking about it now, and it's a weird place for me as a minnow witness for sure. It's a very strange expectation because whatever we put out, we don't we don't make a lot of money right now, even though we are, we're sitting on the edge of the top 20. We don't make a ton of money that comes in. And to stay competitive and to stay in that position, we have to expend pretty much everything we bring in developing new tools and new things because the expectation and the competition is so high now, which I love. I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually think that's how the blockchain is going to grow. Things that are either out there for the challenge of solving the puzzles, like open source, or people like us who basically, yeah, we have to constantly produce to be considered valuable. But yeah, it certainly it's accelerated my Steemit journey. How about that?
It really so. Um, I got to tell you, this is. I'm clearly going to talk about first world crypto problems here, and most people might just think I'm insane or don't care. But like, Tim Cliff has put out there a couple times that like this really is a 24/7 job. You are always on call. And at first, I thought that was really just about the witness, and maybe the witness itself is a little buggy and it can be hard to maintain and just operate. But I had no idea of like how much work and effort really goes into maintaining a top witness spot. And it's not just the server maintenance. It's like the million things that you are asked, tasked, and I really feel it's that competition thing. This whole like there's another 70 active witnesses, all of whom that would love to see me not be an active witness so that they can. It really is this massive motivating force for me where I'm like, I can't get outworked because all these guys are coming in with all these skills and can go program and do dev stuff. And I can't sit back at all and be outworked by anybody because I don't have those skills. I have people and community building skills, which I do think are valued here, but um, I just this entire witness system is definitely a stressful environment that doesn't allow you to take a breath and be like, oh, I'm going to take a vacation from this because there's 70 other people that are working their tail off to not take me down, but just take my spot.
But kind of, yeah. And I mean, that's an interesting thing. I would love to see something that almost encouraged more witnesses to work together. And that's a difficult proposition to make, but certainly it's not that we don't work against each other. It's just we exist in different little pockets. Like I would love to be able to only do open source stuff. And that does get you some cred in the community for sure. And Utopian now makes it so that, okay, that also becomes profitable. And it is the way to go for sure. It is the way that will have us continuing to develop blockchain technology. But the reality is you need something. You need something in your corner. Being an awesome person is not enough. And I mean, that's great. Oz pointed out, I mean, being a famous person isn't enough either. I mean, look at here's fucking Jerry. It's so easy. Just run this script and you'll get your Lambo. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, I've been considering being a witness. Now, I'm not telling you to not do it, but I am telling you, think it the fuck over because if you can't be in it to just love on this platform, you're not going to want to stay in it because it's going to cost you no matter what, right? Like it's very, very difficult to just jump into the top, even, I guess, what is it? What would you say, Aggie? Top 40 is about where your server starts actually paying off and maybe a couple bucks, I would say, maybe.
No. Way less. I mean, you can make it. You can break even from a financial aspect down at like 72 or 75, but
Oh, okay. If you're
but
running
but
just a witness
yeah,
with
just a
no
witness
node,
server.
with no, yeah,
Well,
okay,
there's
that's fair.
plenty of people that do that. But you like if you're looking at your if you're looking at your hourly salary in that, yeah, you're talking like I don't know pennies per hour. Like
Yeah. Yeah,
it
exactly. But I mean, I don't think that well, I didn't get into witnessing. Jeff and I didn't get into it to make a salary. Let's put it that way. But definitely, I don't think we came into it with a really wide spread of skills. And I still don't think we totally understood the work that would take to get where we are now, you know?
yeah, if somebody told you like what the cost would
I don't
be,
think it would have stopped
you
us,
might
but
you
I
might think
think
twice.
we would have come in with a
More
plan.
more level-headed expectations of how much
Well, we
this would
never
suck
really,
your life.
yeah, that, okay, that one. Yeah, I was going to say we didn't have a lot of expectations. But yeah, definitely the amount of time that I spend here now between MSP, witness work, and then helping in the other servers that I help with, um, and then radio stuff. I post maybe once a week. So yeah, that's definitely my personal goal. Stated in front of all here, in front of you guys, so makes it come true. I'm gonna try for 2 to 3 posts a week because I've
Holy
realized
crap, Crimson.
I know, I know. When I started on the platform, I was writing 5 posts a week, and that was great. That was doable, but that was also just me being like, la 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 la, just skipping through the Steem, not doing anything, and not giving back. How about that? I wasn't. I was very small. I didn't do very much with my curating vote, and as much as I love to encourage other people, I would also like to encourage you with money. So the fact that both Stella and Full Time Geek um, gave me some delegation to continue curating is awesome. So I'm trying right now to do, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours a day where I can. And a lot of you I watch, I go through a bunch of lists. I keep an eye on you. I hope that when you see my vote, it makes you smile. I'm not paying you very much money, but a little bit. And I'm sending you my love. So my goal is I'm going to start trying to post 2 to 3 times a week because if I can grow my account, I can grow what I can do for you guys and I can
Nice.
grow what I can do in the pond.
Just for the
But
record, I've been encouraging her to go do that forever. I
he
like
has.
my great fear from all the mods is that a year from now they're going to look at me and be like, "Hey, Aggie, we've done all this work and our net worth hasn't really changed, and you're kind of a bastard for putting us up into this." And to help fight that,
I don't blame you though. I mean, the reality is
well,
you're
this
always
is my
saying it's all
fear.
voluntary.
It's my
Yeah, but
fear.
it's all voluntary, and the problem is with things like this, the attraction to a gift economy, the attraction to community, the attraction to helping and putting yourself out there is you get the helpers. And the helpers, some of us just don't know when to turn it off. So this is my journey through this little bit. Is learning where is a really good spot for me to be. Where do I bring the most value through witnessing? Where do I bring the most value through MSP? And also, where do I bring the most value peer to peer on the platform? Because whether or not I post a lot, I make okay rewards. I don't make huge rewards. I don't make small rewards. I make okay rewards. And I have some people who keep coming back to comment, and I swear to God, those comments are worth more than the money. And everybody says it, but it actually is true. It totally is fucking true. So I know that when I'm doing a bad job of commenting, I'm very proud that I get out 200 to 300 votes a day. But if I only get 2 to 3 comments out a day, that's a failure. Like, I hate to say that, but that's how I feel about it. So yeah, you guys can hold me to it. That's my goal. I'm going to start trying to balance things a little bit better because there's the things that you see in the witness arena that I hope you see and I hope you consider and I hope you vote for the people that you believe in. Bonus if it's me. If it's not, come and tell me why not. Because either I'll consider it and change something we're doing, or we'll have a frank discussion about why we disagree. Either way, that's valuable. This is what's valuable on the platform. These comments, these discussions, these interactions. We're going to see what happens, right? But we all need to be having that sort of back and forth exchange of information.
All right. Well, all right. It is now after midnight, so
I've killed him.
Yeah, I'm basically slain. I'm now radio hosting with one eye open. Aggie's toast. So You've been listening to MSP Waves Radio. This has been your host, Skanky J, also known as Agrode, currently witness number 11. I have with me Crimson Clad, who co-manages a witness with Follow BTC News. Follow BTC News is the witness that you would vote for. I think what are you currently at? 24, 26?
Oh gosh, no. This week with the crazy power ups, power downs, everything, we've been doing the dance. We've been everywhere between 27 to 20.
To
I don't
actually
know. I
20?
think we're sitting at like 29 right now.
Oh, yikes.
Um, yeah, no, I
That's
don't feel bad about
savage.
it. It is the dance. Cly and Curie are dancing around us. It's been pretty wild. And I think there's less than 50 megavests between all of us. So
Yeah,
it's just
it's getting tight up
realistically,
there.
it is. And this is one of those things that I don't begrudge that. I think that's actually pretty great. But dropping to 29 is kind of like, ah, shit, now what do we got to do? Because
Yeah.
there's the pressure is on. But I think the big thing that I'm focusing on now too is finding more people to vote us. I love that we've got a lot of big votes, but I'd like to see sort of some sort of tacit knowledge that there are more sort of lower down people on the platform who see us and acknowledge us and vote for us because they like us, not just our place up in the top, whatever, is because some big people on the platform think we're great. That's awesome, but that's not valuable to me. And that's not representative of a larger voice, which is what witnesses should be.
Well, yeah, but it's also a reality that this is a stake-weighted platform, and it's hard to not. You have to recognize that. Like last time I did this, it was 60 or 70% of my witness votes came from 12 people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
you
I'm not
can't
slagging on
ignore
it.
the
That's
last.
just
But
it's definitely my goal to improve. Let's put it that way. Is we have big votes and we have big backers who believe in us. That's awesome. We can keep them happy. They already believe in us. The problem is as we need to move and as we need to have our work be known, the people that we need to talk to are the up and comers and the people whose voices are underrepresented. So we need more votes. We need minnow votes. And that's not to move us or to change our position. That's simply to actually find more people um who believe in the work
are
that we do.
are you guys doing milestone posts?
Nope.
All right, I got to tell you, um, Jeff is a freaking marketing guru. The fact that he is not marketing the things that are successful and happening well for you two on the platform, I actually think is a disservice to you.
I know. And this is one of those struggles. And if you get into this, we're going to be talking for another half hour, Ag. So you don't pull this string. But
You know,
the reality is
it's
this is the
pulled.
thing that we're working on. Both of us, I have a really hard time going out and being like, I'm awesome. Fucking vote for me. I really do have a hard time with that because what I want to do instilled within me from, whatever the fuck, however it got there is I want to work really hard. I'm going to work so hard. You're going to notice me and you're going to come to me and say you're awesome.
Yeah.
And that's not how the internet works.
Yeah, you definitely got to you got to put it out there. You have to tell people what you've done. So I can see you have
It just feels
566
spooky.
votes. Well, but
I know.
you
Hit,
hit
this is
you
another
hit
goal. This
you
is
hit
another goal.
500 witness votes. That's actually a pretty big accomplishment. Just tell people we hit 500 witness votes. Thank some people. Put in a I don't look. I would encourage you to go look at some of the ones that I've done where, yeah, you might feel like they're too self-promoty, but
No,
he's a
no.
marketer, and you have to. Some of this is the witness game, and you got to play the game and show that you're providing value. This is one of the things that I learned as a scientist that. I can do all the best shit in the world. I can make the best plastic man has ever seen. And then if I decide not to tell anybody else my scientific discovery, I really haven't done shit. So, yeah, you guys can talk about the post, but you also have to talk about your success. That's part when I was studying sustainable development, when I was working for some big corporations and looking at how this is done professionally, one of the last steps is always communicating success, and that's part of a good sustainable plan. And so I would urge you to think of it less as self-promoting bullshit and more of let's go communicate success and share that this is actually working, because just sharing that success will make people say, oh, they're having success. Maybe this is something that I should buy into too. And you'll see rapid growth by promoting the success that you're having.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a goal. It's a work in progress because I've learned there's lots of things that I do in the real world that are super fucking successful that are not here. So it's absolutely a learning game. And I mean, the problem is you have paired a perfect Southern gentleman with a Canadian. It's a disaster. We apologize for everything. We're like holding doors open for other witnesses to walk right in front of. Like honestly, we're figuring it out. We're finding our badass backbone.
Well,
But
sorry,
we got to get there.
I mentioned it. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, y'all.
Sure.
I'm so sorry that I said that.
Well, I know you want to go to bed, but I'm just
I
saying
do.
that's the big thing is I would like to have more minnows and more not even minnows, just more not necessarily huge voters voting for us because I'd like to see some sort of metric that shows that we are our message is getting a little further out onto the chain and out into the sea, and that's on us. So these are some of my goals now. Some of my goals. I've exposed myself on your show.
The best opening, and I can't go there tonight, Crimmy.
Oh hey,
No.
okay, go to bed. On that note,
you were listening to Crimson Clad on the Meadowmare Town Hall radio show. I have been your host, Aggroed Witness number 11, and Skanky J, my old college DJ name. And this was most of the show. I'm gonna Crimson, thanks for coming on. I'm gonna put you back in the audience. We're gonna play one more song. I could play some new music, or now hear me out on this. I could just keep playing from my daily mix the songs that I really like and love, and I think given my choices here, I'm gonna have to. We gotta go do some Foo Fighters or something. I don't. I haven't played Bulls on Parade in a while. No, we're doing Alien Ant Farm, Smooth Criminal, and you're listening to MSP Waves Radio. I'm gonna do a quick outro when we get back, and otherwise we're stopping the show.